Hello and good morning, good afternoon and good evening, wherever you are. My name is Geoffrey Semaganda and I'm the founder of the Action Wealth Academy, the Action System, and the Action Wealth series of guidebooks and training programs that work with individuals and companies everywhere. We help them to be more competitive, be the very best in the chosen market, local as well as internationally, but also take them a step further to look at the business model, skills, expertise, and how they can use that to create multiple streams of income, because today you cannot rely on one income, whether you're an individual or a corporation. But also we know it doesn't end there. Step further to understand it's not how much money you're going to make, it's how much money you're going to keep. So we give you strategies and ideas how to use your money, make it work for you, leverage, make sure you can protect it, because you know they don't sue people who have nothing, but the day you have something of a value, oh, don't worry, they come after it. So you need to learn to protect your money, make it work for you, but not because you're going to take it with you. It's because you're going to use it to make a difference in the world, create a financial security for you and your family, but most importantly, create programs and foundations that can go on to make a difference in the world, so that even if you're not here anymore, you basically left a mark. You left the world a better place because you showed up. Now that's what we do. But also I'm also the author of 6 books. My latest book, Wealthy Messenger, How to Position, Package, and Promote Yourself as an Expert, is my current project, and the reason why I'm recording this particular video is purely I was speaking to a group of experts, coaches, and seminar leaders and speakers, and I was sharing the four strategies or 4 points that you must keep an eye on or must do in order for you to achieve the 6 to 7 figure income as an expert. You see, there's so many people out there basically in this business of coaching, speaking, and training, but majority are broke. And unfortunately, because they miss these 4, and I'm hoping that you're going to pick these 4 and run with them, do something with them, and see you can turn your business around. And if you're already doing that, make sure all those 4 have been taken care of. You see, first of all, before I go into those 4, I do believe that you know something, even if you don't call yourself an expert. You know something the rest of the world doesn't know. You know something I don't know. You know something that you take for granted. And one of the things I say all the time, please never undervalue your story, your message, your expertise, your skills, and never underestimate what you're capable of. You see, many of us, we're not born with what we have today. We all learn. You see, when we were born, we were only born with 2 fears. A fear of loud sound and a fear of falling. The rest of the fears we learn as we go along. But the fears actually helps us to grow, to become better, wiser, stronger, more competent in our own lives. So because you know something, even if you don't feel you know something, you can learn something that you can use to go to market yourself and make a difference in other people's world. You remember today, marketing is teaching. So if you want to grow, you better have to, identify yourself, step out of the crowd, and basically choose to be an expert. And if you're going to be an expert, I want you to keep an eye on these 4 areas. First, number 1, an expert who wants to make 6 to 7 figure income must have a product to sell. Yes, I know this sounds very obvious, but you have no idea how many people I've met in this particular industry who have nothing to sell. And I was one of those people a few years ago. Basically, it wasn't really a business for me. It was a hobby, and I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to stay doing this as a hobby for so long. I want you to step out, decide this is a profession. You're going to turn that into a business, and you're going to generate 6 figure or more, because anybody who's not generating 6 figure in US dollars in income in the Western market, I do believe you're not doing a good service. I believe that you need at least 10% of that investment to invest in yourself on an annual basis in order to keep up with the new technology, new changes, new communication, empower and invest more in yourself in order for you to give more value to people. The more value you give, the more wealthy you're going to become, you're going to acquire. Remember, we all get paid based on the value we bring to the marketplace. And that's the one thing all human beings are. We have the ability to grow, to become better tomorrow than we are today. So the first thing you have to keep attention to, you need to think about, you must create products to sell. If you have nothing to sell, people can't buy something that you're not selling. You have to put something in front of people. And then somehow, those who are ready, those who really find your knowledge, expertise, your solutions useful to them, they might buy from you. There's no guarantee. But remember, people buy from people they know and people they get to trust. So by you creating those particular programs, and what do I mean by programs? I mean products as an expert you can sell. Things like books, ebooks, audiobooks, special reports, workbooks, workshops, seminars and webinars and webcasts, speeches that you can basically deliver, online courses, membership subscription, retreats, coaching and mentoring, translating your material into different languages. You can license them in different countries. You can take people on retreats so they can spend more time with you on a holiday somewhere. You can create mastermind programs. You can build applications that you can basically give away, stuff that can print off and use as guides, instructors guides or trainer programs. There's no end to how much you can create. The more products you create, the more credible you're going to become, because every single thing you create, you're stacking up to your credentials, you become more credible and your stock value goes up. And that's how you command more money. Your time becomes more valuable than anything else. But in that group of people I was speaking at, I could tell you there were very few who actually had something to sell. I would say less than 3% had a product to sell. And even though 3%, there's only maybe 2 or 3 people actually had a suite of products. Most of them only had a book. Say, I have a book. A book is only £10. You can't really become wealthy selling a book. It does open doors for you. A book will open more doors than anything else. But when you show up, what else do you have to offer? And the only thing else they have to offer is coaching. Now, coaching is great, but if you're going to be there, have work for an hour, for exchanging hours for dollar, your time for money, you can never achieve the security you're looking for. You do this business because you want to live a more comfortable lifestyle is key to this business. Your job is to spend more time researching and learning from the best, investing more in yourself. Creating is your job, not to be everyday work for a dollar. Our industry is completely unique and different, very special. It's not like a traditional business, but you can actually make a fortune in this particular business if you knew what to do. So you got the message. Create products, create programs, have something to sell. You got that? Okay, number 2, visibility. Well, this is another obvious one. Again, how many people have you met, or how many people do I meet on a regular basis? And they say to me, I'm an expert in fixing cars. And I said, do anybody, that majority of the people that you know actually knows they're fixing cars? Most people say no. Actually, they don't know how good I am. They think I have a garage, or I work for a mechanic as a mechanic, but they don't know much. How much do I know? They don't know how much time and effort I put in, that I can do more than what another mechanic basically can do. There's so many experts I've met, but they're not there to be found. There's no point of you being an expert. There's no point of you knowing something, but nobody knows that you actually know that. Nobody knows that you can solve that particular problem. The whole point of you knowing what you know is to share that information with the world. You see, when you see wealthy individuals, they do one thing, and I mean one thing. And you can see them screaming on top of the world, on top of the roof, telling every single person have they succeeded in doing that. Doesn't matter how small that is. So you got to be visible. You need to be available everywhere. We have technology today allows us to do all that, and to be available online and offline, especially to the market that you're targeting. I target a small number of people, and those who basically I'm targeting, they know exactly what I do. Now, you need to be able to do that. Technology allows us to do that. So visibility just means go and tell people what you do. Be available online and offline. Create programs and strategies that allow you to be there. People buy from people they know, people get to trust, but also they buy when they're ready. So are you going to be there when the customer is ready to buy from you? Because they don't know you do that in the first place, you won't be considered. So be visible. Okay, number 3, automation. Automate your visibility system. The structure you put in place to make sure you're available, you can be seen, you need to automate it. That the ability for you to attract new clients, create a relationship with them, nurture that relationship. It will take time. And you personally, physically, you can't do it. We have technology today that does things that we couldn't do even a year ago. Today you can get 5 customers asking 5 different things, and you can create a campaign for each one of those to basically receive different information, depends on what they do. Meaning, if you send them a report and they open that report, it will trigger to send them something. If they didn't open that report, it triggers to send them remind them about looking at that report. Or it triggers them to offer them something different. It will trigger them to nurture that particular campaign. All that can easily be automated. You don't have to be there physically doing it because it's not possible for you to do it. You need to create an automated machine that makes sure that you're there in a person's life, that when they're ready, you'll be there. Remember, people buy when they're ready. People buy when they get to know you, they get to trust you. Nurturing relationship of too many people is very difficult to do if you don't have an automated system. Today we have systems in place that can allow you to attract new clients, keep nurturing that relationship, make an offer in front of them. If they want, because remember you create those products already. And remember, when you created products, you created things to give away for free so they get to develop, to get to know you and get to trust you. But also you created stuff for sale. So the 2 types of products you create, the one to give away, the ones to sell. And remember, the 4 types of products you're going to create. You're going to create products that people can read, like books and special reports and you know, things, print material online, stuff they can read and print. Things that you can watch a video like this. These are DVD or YouTube videos and web videos, things that people can watch. You know, things are create programs people can experience you, meaning seminars and workshops, and you can retreats and can spend time with you, get to know you. Things they can listen to, you know, create programs people can listen to. People are too busy in their cars, in traffic, on their MP3, on trains, and they need to have something to listen to. So you create programs around those 4 areas. And also the other areas people can spend more time to master your message as time goes on. But really, at least you create those 4 in those particular 4 areas. There's no reason that you can't go on to make a 6 to 7 figure income. So once you automate that particular program, again, it's not as straightforward as I'm explaining it here, but you're an expert, you can basically get that. If you don't get that, send me an email. I'll be more than happy to give you a training series program, which is for free, video series that will teach you exactly what you have to do to make sure you join the elite group who make 6 to 7 figure income. And point number 4 is the big one, is what do you do this in the first place? Teach. Oh boy, I love that. Teach, teach, teach. Your job as an expert is to create new material and share with the people who basically seem to be looking for that solution. And when you teach and you have product to sell, you're visible. Actually, teaching also helps you be visible. You automated your system, meaning that every relationship you start, every connection that you make, you start to nurture it based on what they need and how they need it and when they need it. And make an offer in front of them. You're going to generate more income. That gives you more money to invest more in your craft. You go and learn from the best of the best in the world. And then you share that more knowledge with other people. Remember, the more you teach, the better you become. Your job is to teach. Again, you teach in the 4 areas. You're going to create stuff that people can read on a daily basis, either blogs or videos like this, or you can volunteer and go to seminars and deliver a free workshop because you have stuff to sell. It doesn't matter now because every single person that come into your life, they join your campaign. And when they join this automated campaign, you'll start nurturing the relationship. As long as you keep teaching, they're getting new stuff. If they're interested in your material, if you can solve their problem, they will buy from you. That's how it is. And remember, your stock value goes up and goes up and goes up, and sooner or later, you start joining the elite people who basically charging tens of thousands of dollars to spend a few hours with you. You can go invite some of the big stages to share your expertise, your story with people because you have product to sell, and those people who will give you the chance to be given an opportunity to stand in front of their people because you have something to sell, they'll be more than happy to want to do business with you because they make money when you make money. You know, so if you don't make money, they don't make money. If you have nothing to sell, they're never going to invite you. You're not going to impact more people. Your job is to reach millions of people around the world. Remember, we teach first because we benefit the most. But the most important thing is that you're going to basically grow as an individual. Everyone around you, your family members, your friends, your community, your country, the world will be better because you showed up. Please think of those 4 areas because this is a business. Minimum 7-figure income. Always remember to invest between 10 to 20% of your income back in your craft so you can become more. And as your income goes up, obviously you invest less because you can't spend that much money investing in you, but use that to make a difference in other people's lives. Create programs, foundations, and make sure you share because there's someone out there. No one else can inspire them apart from you. I hope those 4 areas basically makes you remember that, hey, if you do those right, you will command a 7-figure income. Until next time, you take care. God bless. If you have any questions or if you want to access to my free video training program, teach you exactly how to access and do those 4 in the right way, please, you're more than welcome to click on the link below or send me an email, inbox me. Until next time, you take care. God bless. Bye for now.